On Friday, fisheries personnel and Crown Lands conducted a site visit of the mangroves located at the back of the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School. They were responding to reports of the protected resource being cleared in a marine reserve. Deputy Chief Fisheries Officer Sarah George says the mangroves should never have been tampered with.
As a marine reserve, it means even if it's on private property, it's a protected area. It means you cannot enter it without permission, you cannot extract anything from it, you can't build anything within that area or in any way alter the natural area of the mangrove without the written permission of the Chief Fisheries Officer.
George says not only are the mangroves important to the ecology of the area, but they have been a beneficial educational tool for science students due to accessibility. Fortunately, the responsible party is eager to address the situation under the guidelines of the Fisheries Department and other relevant agencies. George says the developer will have to undertake rehabilitative works to hopefully restore the integrity of the mangroves.
Generally, what we need is the mangrove to remain in a healthy state, which would not only require the mangrove itself to be secure, but also the drainage into the area and out of the area has to be working properly, because otherwise the mangrove will not survive.
The Fisheries Department says the unfortunate situation could have been avoided if procedure had been followed. The Deputy Chief Fisheries Officer says mangroves cannot be tampered with despite their presence on private or state-owned land. As such, all developers are urged to contact the Fisheries Department before moving forward with work that may affect marine reserves.
We really do urge that persons come into agencies like ourselves, Fisheries Department, Forestry Department. There's a Coastal Zone Management Unit at the Sustainable Development and Environment Unit of Ministry of Planning to get advice early up front when you're thinking about any sort of changes in your coastal property.
Compromising the site of a marine reserve violates Section 22 of the Fisheries Act and carries a fine of $5,000. The statute also calls for restoration costs to be paid by the responsible party. Lovely St. Amy, HTS News, Channel 4.